Good morning, my friends, and welcome back to another episode of Riven. Riven episode 2. And as promised, today we're going to be starting out by reading this book. Now, I said all the way through last episode, oh, well, we've got this book to read. If we ever get stuck, we can always read this book. Watching back the recording from last episode, Atreus literally says, everything you need explained is explained in this book. Now, some people in the YouTube comment section have been very helpfully trying to explain the lore to me of this game as well, and I was like way off base with a lot of stuff that I was presupposing. So we're going to start this stream as an audiobook stream. So if you are watching on YouTube in the future and you have no interest in me narrating the lore to this game, you can skip to 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, you can skip to this time that I'm going to put up in the edit, and you'll be ready to start with us. Okay, let's go. Okay, we're starting on 87.610. This appears to be some kind of diary. 87.620, 87.73. So this would be reverse order. This is going to be like a years, months, days kind of thing. Let's go. Incidentally, this also clearly predates any kind of accessibility options, right? Because I'm pretty sure there is no... No, there is no accessibility option to make this just appear as natural text. We're reading the cursive. They held for more than 30 years, but the corrections I made to Riven have finally failed. The island has resumed the familiar pattern of decay that is the hallmark of my father's work. I must now race to implement this new patch before it's too late. I only hope that my revised theories are sound. Revisions to Riven completed. There are still a number of minor adjustments which need to be made, but the basic corrections have been entered and should be working. Something's not right. I've been monitoring the instruments for several hours now, but have thus far observed no change. It's possible that I've made an error, though I've checked my entry against my pre-notation and can find no discrepancy. I've not had a rest in nearly 3 days, so it may be that I'm just not seeing it. If the fault is with my foundational assumptions, however, perhaps after a short rest, I will see something. Then the next 2 days later, success. It appears that my repairs have been effective after all. The gateway image has become noticeably clearer, and although it is impossible to know this with absolute certainty, the island seems to have quieted itself. Just a few more weeks of work and I should be free at last to go there myself and attempt to bring Catherine back. Right, so this is Atreus writing this journal then. The past 8 months have left me little time to think, to devise a strategy for getting her out of there. I've received no sign from her in all that time. I'm afraid that, no, I must assume that she is all right, lest my fears undermine my efforts to bring her back. And the following day, I did not create the Age of Riven, unlike my father. I have never presumed to have such power, and yet the future of all those who live there has fallen into my hands. So far, I've managed to read the page before it turns. The island continues to appear stable, and I would like to believe that I have saved a dying world. But the theories of one individual cannot support the lives of real people indefinitely. I must get everyone off of Riven as soon as possible. The problem now is Gehn. I'll never be able to rescue Catherine and relocate the islanders if he is still the man he once was. I haven't seen him in over 30 years, but his history forces me to assume that he is still a threat. His myopic mission to restore the Denis civilization has left too many innocent cultures dying in its wake, and would continue to do so were he to once again be free of the confines of Riven, or the Fifth Age, as he coldly titled it. The universe has been safe from his corruptive influence for the last 33 years because no one has been able to leave that age. The last linking book out of Riven having been lost in the star fissure upon my return to Myst. Now the star fissure, that's presumably the one we fell through at the start of Myst. Right. That was my intention, to maroon my father on Riven by removing all the existing links to other worlds. And since the art of constructing books had long been lost with the fall of the Denis, he would be trapped there for the remainder of his lifetime and effectively segregated from the countless other worlds that he would have invaded. So Atreus' father is Gehn? Plot twist. In effect, that is what we achieved, but the way it fell, however, was no one's ideal. Though the sting of the incident has gradually faded from my memory, the deep pain of the responsibility for what actually came to be has never left me. At the time it all seemed so clear. Gehn's destructive path could not be allowed to continue, but it was never my choice that the innocent inhabitants of Riven, who had already suffered so much, would be the ones to pay for it. Enough. To dwell in the past is to die in the present. The situation is not the same as it was then. The knowledge I've acquired in the years since that time has yet to be applied to this problem. And this is literally then the next day again. I think I have the solution. Why it did not occur to me sooner, I do not know, unless the idea of it being pushed out with the thought of my sons. A prison book. Many years ago, during a hunting expedition through the ruins of Denis, I chanced upon a formula for a most unusual type of book. Unfortunately, due to the fact that my father was then in the habit of confiscating my discoveries, I was forced to leave it behind. Years later, however, as part of my efforts to protect the vulnerable worlds linked to the books in my library, I was pleased to find that I could still recall most of the formula, and with a little experimentation quickly succeeded in creating one of the devices myself. The procedure is actually quite simple. By altering key lines of text but slightly, a normal linking book's connection can be partially severed, such that anyone who attempts to use the book will be permanently trapped in the dark void of the link. That is, unless someone else then uses the book, at which point that person will become trapped and the first person displaced back in the world. The technique can be applied to books that have already been written, changes to the original text being so slight that anyone who is unfamiliar with the code would be unable to detect them. If indeed my father has not changed, what better bait could there be than a book that appeared to be a link back here to Denis? But then there's trouble. My nightly analysis of the island's condition has revealed that the tremors have begun again. The pattern, however, is new. The disturbances are the result of the changes I have made. This did not at first concern me, however tremors of this type were one of the possible side effects that I had anticipated during this initial phase of the island's readjustment. Still, in order to verify my assumptions, I decided to calculate again, incorporating the new data. The results were not what I expected. The damage to the understructure is more extensive than I realized. I can no longer go to Riven as planned. Catherine, forgive me. I must act whilst I still have the time. The signs are barely visible, but there is no question that the island's deterioration is accelerating. Total collapse is imminent unless I can keep ahead, and that is becoming increasingly difficult to do. With every passing moment, I gain a clearer picture of what incredible chaos that my father's economy of words has yielded, but it is a dismaying process. The complexity of the problem is overwhelming. There is no end to this. The last few days have all but convinced me that the collapse of Riven is inevitable, and that at best I can only strive to delay it now and hope that at some point the island will become stable enough to risk a rescue attempt. And then we've got another 2 days later. I think I've come up with a way to subdue the tremors. It will require my exclusive attention for at least a month or two, so it may be necessary to discontinue these journal entries for a while. And then just short of a week later, how close are we to the end? Fairly close. Something truly miraculous has happened. Beyond all conceivable probability, someone has finally found my lost Myst linking book and has freed me from this prison. I immediately realised that this could be the solution to my dilemma, and I believe my mysterious benefactor, that's us, is willing to assist me. I'm still not sure it can work. The logistics of such a scheme are formidable, but the mere fact that it may now be possible for me to continue my repairs to Riven and yet proceed with my original intent to find Catherine has given me renewed hope. The last few days have left me little time to work out the remaining problems with sending someone else to Riven. It did occur to me, however, that if a way could be found to signal me once Gehn had been captured, it would no longer be necessary to take a real linking book to Riven and risk the possibility of inadvertently releasing Gehn. This is why we have been sent without a way off Riven. The deteriorated state of the gateway image makes the use of a visual signal impossible, but the picture remains a reliable indicator of Riven's condition nonetheless. By measuring and interpreting variations in the noise patterns, I am still able to observe basic changes that occur in the age, even though I cannot see them. The problem is my instruments can only detect changes that occur on a fundamental level, and it seems unlikely that an individual could affect such an elementary change from within the age. The idea may be foolish. Still, there is a known weakness that may be worth investigating, an anomaly that appears as a rift between two separate systems, the star fissure, but how or even if this fact could be exploited I cannot say. Sending someone to Riven also means that once I received the signal that they were ready to return, I would have to leave my writing in order to take a real linking book there myself. However, provided my father was safely out of the way, that should take very little time. After that, assuming the island does not incur much damage in my absence, it should then be a relatively simple matter to hold it together long enough for Catherine to return to Riven and evacuate the remaining islanders. Predetermining a signal without knowing the topography of the island may prove to be impossible, but I'm afraid there can be only one answer to the question of whether or not I should send my friend to Riven with a way out. The potential for failure will be greatly diminished if the prison book is all that is taken there. I'm sure my father is expecting me to bring a linking book to Riven. May he not be disappointed. And that, my friends, concludes our audiobook for today. So there we go. Well, that gives us a very important backstory, actually. And you know what? That didn't actually even really take that long to read through, about 10 minutes. Much shorter than the 45 minutes we spent in episode 2 or episode 3 of Myst, literally reading every book in the library, trying to find clues and being bitterly disappointed. But that was the best part of like an hour of reading. And I can tell you, fun fact, only about a third of viewers on YouTube actually listen to me read through all of those books. 2/3 of people skipped ahead. Okay, we are in a new spot right now. That's where we saved the game. New spot. Where are we, though? Hang on. Okay, so we're still, like, quite far away from that, but that's something new. That's not what we were looking at before, but yeah, we're still quite far away from... No, I think I want to continue further in this direction then, yeah? Because this isn't the end of the track. I can't remember what that did, you know. What does that one do? Let's go! Forward? Yeah. Okay, we've got another set of points there. So we're going to rotate ourselves round, and we're going to take the right-hand path. I remember what the slidey thing does now. It determines which way the points are pointing, whether you go left or right. So we've got like a whole underground monorail system to be exploring here. If that's not worth a tiny train emote, I don't know what is, right? Okay, we do now have a spot at the end of a line. Okay, what's up here? Ah, now that's an exit we can exit on. Oh, we can see the spots that we can get to. And there's a ladder. So I think that's where we started, over there, and then we came up here, but we can't get to that one. And there was another one, maybe sort of back there, that we couldn't get out of. And the rest of these just look like they sort of drop you up in the middle of, like, literally nowhere. Although, there might be a little dock just there in the distance. But you know what? We will have a little look. We kind of went up that pretty fast, actually. There might be more to see. Oh no, it doesn't look. It does not look like you can actually turn left and right when you're on the ladder itself. Fine. Ooh. Well, if that's not an invitation to look and see what those levers are going to change on this screen, I don't know what is, right? I tell you what though, potential problem, my Miro board seems to have lost a lot of my pictures that I've been doing. Replace image, download, comment lock. I don't know. My pictures are not really going in there very good. But okay. So we've got 2 up. That didn't sound like it did very much. Dump, dump, plonk, boom. I may have made a bit of a mistake by not making note of where these actually started. But okay, let's just put them all down. Kind of didn't sound like they did very much. And you know what? Looking at these two, I don't see very much, if anything, that's different in this picture. You know? Certainly, I can see that there's an exit here which we can get into. Well, actually, I don't know, because this exit is clearly quite far away from the monorail track, so we couldn't get into it. Okay. We'll start with having them all down and see what that does for us. Oh, hang on. Oh, it did change something. Did change something, didn't it? Because we can't get into our own sub now. Hang on, hang on. Was that there before? Yes, yes, yes. If we look here, that was clearly there before, but we certainly couldn't get onto it. Okay, cogs turning, cogs turning. Maybe those things have done a thing. Let's move them all up. Bonk, bonk. Another one down. Okay. Right, so that's what those levers are doing. They are doing something to move things in. So if they're all up, can we make an assumption that all up is all accessible now, then? Let's turn ourselves around, and we can go back and try those other ladders. Yeah, we will go back and try those other ladders that we couldn't get up before. Okay, so we've got a stopping point here. So let's turn ourselves around. And we're going to want the left fork this time. Incidentally, I hope everyone's having a great Sunday morning. I hope your prep for the week ahead is going great. We do indeed now have somewhere that enables us to get out of here. What was that? Something literally just went pew. So we've got something up here. Yeah, it's definitely something. Okay. I'm assuming we're not supposed to just like grab onto that. Oh no, what? I accidentally clicked on the thing again? I must have a really wide box. Or it's on a timer. Because yeah, like, those side arrows weren't really available before. Let's just not do anything and see if it's just on a timer. Like, is there something I'm supposed to... Yeah, okay, right, yeah, it's just on a timer. So maybe I'm supposed to do something with... The fact that there's like a giant circular pool directly in front of it makes me think that I'm supposed to bring the submarine under it or something. Something like that. Okay. Let's rotate this round. And onwards. Now the other docking point, which is back in this direction. Capskull90, good morning. It looks like there is another walkway up once you get to the top, where that handle goes back to. Yeah, I would probably agree with that. It does look like there's like maybe some houses and stuff at the top. Okay, that's not an exit we can use, so we have been on this path before, but did we go... Was that just a set of points? Oh dear, I'm getting lost. I'm getting lost. This is like the monorail all over again. I think I came from that left-hand path, but we're going backwards at the moment to the direction that we started from, I think. Incidentally, good morning, Capscale90. Hope you're having a great Sunday today. Any plans for the rest of the day? Well, I say the rest of the day, it's still like really early on a Sunday morning, so like it's pretty much the whole day in front of you. Okay. Wait, I've ended up back here? This is with the levers again, yeah? Okay, no, that's not where I was thinking that that would go, actually. Okay, back to the submarine! Sunday's just getting started for me. East Coast in America. Oh, blimey. East Coast, this must be very late for you then. What is that, like 5 hours? So it's like, was it 3 in the morning? Nice. Quarter to 5 in the morning. Wow. So is this... Hang on, wait. This is being awake exceptionally early, I'm presuming, rather than still being up exceptionally late. Unless you're coming in from the club, I suppose. So, I think there's a loop. Is this path to the right a loop? Let's have a little look. Yeah. So we just went up there to the right. If we go to the left here, there's the ring. Yeah, there's the ring. And this is going to take us to the ring. Your normal wake-up time. Oh, hey, nothing wrong with being a morning person, right? My father and his partner, they get up incredibly early in the morning. Their rule, though, is no coffee before 5. So, if they wake up... Okay, we are indeed back at the ring. If they wake up... if they wake up that early... Yeah. They yeah. They're not supposed to wake the other one up until 5 o'clock at the earliest. This does not look like the crossing point we were at. This doesn't look like the crossing point we were at. Let's go to the right this time. Yeah, and then we'll go to the left, because this right looks like a dead end to me. Proper Irish coffee this morning. It is Sunday. Yeah. So I have a feeling that this one is... No, this one has a ladder as well now. We've been here before. This is a shortcut. Yeah. This is a path that we have been on before. So that is shortcut unlocked, which is fine. Yes, I'm like 99% sure that's just a shortcut that we've unlocked. So let's pull this back. Now, we're going to go forward. We're not going to turn around because that's going to take us back to where we dropped the submarine into the water originally. We're going to go forward. We're going to go forward again. Jameson cold brew. To be honest, even when I was a drinker, I was never a fan of Jameson. It's a little bit woody for me, in honesty. Or it was a little bit woody for me. Nowadays I don't drink at all, but you know, I think that's just more of an age thing than anything else. An age and a health thing. Oh wow, this little submarine really struggling to go up those that hill there. So now this one should be, unless I'm mistaken, back at the ring. So let's just have a little look. Yes, great. So we're going to continue forward from here. And forward from here is going to take us to the levers again. Fine. No, hang on, no, that path to the left will take us to the levers, left behind us. So these two paths we've not been on so far. So let's look to that left path first. So looking here, hang on, right. This is where we were. This is where we just got out, pretty sure, yeah. No, yeah, this is the junction we're on, and then left to back to us goes here. Left path will take us to this one, right path will take us to this one. And it's probably there and here is where we're trying to go. So we'll go left path first and kind of eliminate that path out for us, yeah? Okay, we got another exit. Perfect. Oh, we've made it all the way to that little area anyway. Fine. Okay, so where we are is we are here right now. Well, that door doesn't look totally ominous, does it? Okay, so we've got some writing. No, it kind of looks like this will be relevant in some way, right? But I don't see anything obvious that we are supposed to be touching there. We've got a little cage here. So this set of symbols here is here, here and here, repeated. I actually have no idea if there is a language translation aspect to this game or not, to be honest. Oh look, it's a little fish with a little mouth. Huh? I see. This is trying to teach you numbers. Yeah, because this is giving you a random number at the bottom here. And that was 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, okay. This is trying to teach you the numbers in Rivenese, I suppose. So okay, we're gonna start putting some numbers together. So that's 9. I don't know how to reset this game, so that's a 1. I'm just adding it to my notebook in the background. Here you go. You can that'll let you see what I'm doing. Right. That's a 2, I think. Yep. We remember that one. Now with these symbols. Oh no! Shoot. Well, that's awkward. Okay, let's just give it like 20 seconds to have a think. Oh no, that's going to be so awkward if I lose my notebook. My notebook has been having a little bit of a wobble this morning. It's kind of forgotten all of the pictures that I've previously added to it, which is a bit awkward because I use the same notebook for all of the games that I play. So all of my notes for all of the games are all in the same notebook. Snap cut for the people on YouTube in the future. We have gone to Google Jam. Wait, what is this called? Jamboard. Jamboard. Okay. Let's go and grab the print screen again. So it's that print screen. There we go. And give me a pen. So that was number 2. Unfortunately, 5, 6, 7. So that's 7. Now, let me try and remember. I believe it was that was a number 1. And number 9 was something like a box with a thing and a thing and a thing like that. It was something like that was number 9. Okay, well now we need to reset the game. Oh, does the game reset itself? So there's no point counting that one because it reached the bottom. This is 9. No, 3. No, that might not be 9 actually. Okay, back to the top with you. We're learning counting. Okay, that's 8. Yep, we've seen that one before. That's 2. That's 5. That's a really interesting one for 5, isn't it? Okay, that was 4. We've almost got all of them then. Which is very lucky of us, actually, because if you are trying to do something like this, it's exactly the same problem mathematically as like if you're opening cereal boxes to try and get a toy, right? Let's say there are 7 toys. The first cereal box you open, it's guaranteedly going to be a toy that you haven't received before. But once you've received 5 toys, each box you open only has a 1 in 6 chance of being the toy that you're currently missing. Ah, we reached the bottom. I think that one might be 9. And yeah, so you get like a negative binomial distribution where you're counting the number of successes and failures and the distribution of how many attempts you need to get a certain number of successes kind of comes into play. So that's a 4. Yeah, we've already got that one. So what are we missing? We're missing 3. Wait, that was 4 as well. Oh, no, that is 4. That's literally 4. Right, we literally have it. That's 2? No, it's 7. We have that one there. So what are we missing? 1, 2. So we're missing 3, 4, 5. We're missing 6. 3 and 6. And that's it. We're only missing 3 and 6. Well, there's 6. That's 4. Nah, this will be 3. Unless it's 10. I didn't think we were going to be counting up to 10. I thought we were going to be doing 1 to 9. Yeah, that's 1. Oh, it doesn't automatically paste over. Oh, and it doesn't erase whole lines either. It erases it like an actual eraser. Boo! We don't like that. Okay, that's 4. Come on, give me 3. I want to know what 3 looks like. Yep, that's 7. We've got 7. This will be 9. tell you what we're going to do. Oh, you can't actually even make the eraser bigger either. Yep, fine. Paste 9 in there. So now we're genuinely just missing the number 3. And we've got a 1 in 10 chance for every roll on getting it. So there we go. To be fair though, I mean, this Google Jam, I don't mind it too much. Like, it's not, it doesn't feel quite as slick as Miro, but then again, on the other hand, if it's going to let me have a different notebook for every game that I play, because Google products tend to be free, then that's a 1. I mean, maybe we can just make a bold assumption that, you know, if we see something that looks a bit like a number and it's not one of the 9 that we've already recorded, we'll just assume that that is 3. But it would be nice to just confirm 3, considering we literally have a game that will do it. Unless it's written on the whiteboard. Okay, rather than just hoping for random luck here. No, none of those are numbers. None of those are numbers. What have we got here? Ooh! Is that Gehn?
Terekoi danni, ki bayem revat, arroyem beetig tavom, ga bodona gayem.
I'm gonna make the bold assumption that that's Gehn. Okay. Come on, little shark game. Give us the number 3. That's new. Hang on, did we already have... Oh no, we already had 8. We do already have that one. It's only appeared once, that's all. That's 6. What's that one? That's a 2. That's another 8. Do you have them in order and maybe can infer from there? Maybe. I don't know. So... hang on, how are you grouping these together? I can't click and drag these to group them. What is that? Sticky note, add image, circle. Okay, if we were to put these together, so that's 1, 2, and 3 we're missing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. So that's them in order. Okay. Oh, maybe. Yeah, maybe there's a pattern to that. So we've got horizontal lines in there. So if that's 10, you could go from 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 all have a horizontal line on them. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 1 and 6, and that's 2 and 7. So 3 could be... Oh, do you know what? Actually, I do remember, even though, like... yeah, do you know what? We one of the eyes that we saw in the last episode, I said it was a key, didn't I? It was key, but it's not saying key at all. It's that symbol, but without the horizontal line. Aha. Yeah, okay. So 0 is probably then a square, and you are actually counting base 5 from 0. Clever. Alright, nice. Thanks for the hint. Finally negative of the Rona. How's you? Oh, Meredith. You're Rona free. I had to do a double take there, right? Because obviously that's perilously close to my wife's name. It's like, oh yeah, finally clear of your wife. How you doing? I'm doing okay. How are you doing though? Oh, have you sort of been laid out with a bit of the virus? Capsule 90. We stream hopping. Maybe. Well, we'll be raiding Cozy's stream again later for sure. Well, actually, in around about half an hour. Now we went to the left, didn't we? We can't see the tracks from here. Let's actually see if going forward is still possible in this direction. No, it is not. We have to go back and then turn around, and then we took the left path before, but now I'm going to take the right path. So yeah, good to see you in the chat, Meredith. I hope you're having a great Sunday. Sorry to hear that you've been under the weather. Browsing around on the phone. Excellent, excellent. Right, we're going to go up the right path now, and I think that's going to get us into the other building that we were looking at before. Finally over the plague after 3 weeks with it. Oh, rough. That's a bad old time, isn't it? Okay, now I'm not sure if this was the end of the submarine path, but there were 5 levers. Yeah, there were 5 levers at the start. There's the shortcut that we unlocked. There's the path to get up to the levers. There's the circle thing, which goes up and down. There's the school classroom, and then there's this. So this might be all 5 of the submarine stop points. So let's have a little look. We're climbing. We've been here. Wait a minute, we've been here. Yeah, because we've hit that before. Right, so we know that these are numbers now, so I think that's going to be the thing. So that is number 2. So let's write some notes in here then. Oh, it's a real shame that we've lost our notes from last section. So sandbox is number 2. So I think... do we have to try and do these in order? Or I think it's... because they all have a different sound to them. That's more like a fly buzzing. Yeah? Right, let's try and describe that sound. Fly buzzing, because I have a feeling that where I'm going with this is, does this all link back to the star room from right at the start? Because I think we've found 4 of these eyes. They all make different sounds. Is this going to be something like those stained glass windows we looked at? There are 5 of them. We've got to pull them in the correct order and that unlocks a gate or something like that? Maybe. Let's see. But yeah, we've been here before. Bonk, 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 bonk. Down, in. So if we go forward from here, is it all a big loop? Is this going to take us back to our shortcut? I have a feeling it might, you know, because there's the ring in front of us. So yeah, I think we want to rotate our little submarine. And we're going to go up there, and that's our shortcut that we've previously unlocked. Okay, so where were the eyes last time out? So I know there's one by the giant penguins. There was one on a hidden path, and there was one just at the exit of the tiny train. So we found 4 of them. That would be enough to solve a 5-digit code for sure. So let's go and see if we can go and backtrack our way through. And using our immense powers of 21st century PC power, we should be able to backtrack incredibly quickly through all of these. So one of the hidden paths I think is down here. We went this way, this way, this way, through. Hidden path. That's like a hey. Hey, look! I've only just noticed that. That is exactly the same kind of... it's like a kunai, right? Which is embedded into the lever that is stuck right at the start of the game. I've only just noticed that. This is like a guy going, hey! What is that? That's a 4. Hey. This was the hidden path. Maybe I need to get my little drawing tablet hooked up for this one. This is the hidden path. And it is a 4. Okay. Back, rotate, up, up. We're going to go up this way. Now, where were the penguins? Where were the giant penguins located? They weren't along the minecart. I know that one of them was... Ah, they're down here, they're down here. Yeah, here's where the giant penguins are. Hello. They don't really look that much like penguins, to be honest. But... I don't know. What do you think they look like? Nessie? Yeah! We'll go with that. Wait, hang on. There we go. Get down there. Go round the beach. Face the rock. This one goes. That's kind of like a whale noise, isn't it? It's interesting. And it's number 5. So whale is number 5, and that's the yeah, we'll call it the Nessie rock. Okay, back, along the beach, right, how to get back to the tiny train? This way, that way? There it is. That's like a frog, isn't it? Like a whack, 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 whack. Or like a cricket. Okay. But it's number 3 in any case. So, cicada mixed with a frog. Yeah, something like that, isn't it? So, frog cricket. That's going to be number 3, and that's by the train. So, what we're missing is we're missing number 1. We're missing number 1, but do you know what? If it is a 5-digit code, and I would assume that it's going to be that star room, right? Because 5-pointed stars keep making appearances. Incidentally, tiny train time. Tiny train! These 5-pointed stars keep making sort of motif appearances. There's a code for which we have the digits 2, 3, 4 and 5 for. I think we're going to go back to that room and have a look. I want to go back to that 5-pointed star room and have a look anyway, because, as was mentioned in the YouTube comment section, there's actually a lot of lore in those stained glass windows as well, because the roof, for example, is supposed to be a pen coming down to write the book. It's kind of an interesting one on the process of elimination thing, right? Because I personally have always had absolutely zero problem if you have like a 4-digit combination lock and you find a clue for 3 of the digits. Oh, hang on. Hello. This wasn't like this before. Yeah, that wasn't that before. Oh, incidentally, who was that? I think that was Gehn. Inside the star, the number that's inside the star is the number 5. Oh, it's all coming together a little bit, isn't it? I've just realised the really ominous chair that you're sitting in, which has the little spider things that come down on it, that's a broadcast chair, isn't it? This is where you sit, where you make a broadcast. It's got a little microphone and stuff. So you sit in the chair and you're broadcasting to here. Oh, that's cool. Hey, Justy303 in the chat. How are you doing, sir? Happy Sunday to you. So yeah, okay, so you can broadcast to here. And where's the other bit that you can broadcast to? Like, what is this? This is the tiny train. So Gehn must have literally just been sat in here. So I might be like literally just a couple of minutes behind him if he was just broadcasting. Alright. Any sound clues in here? Goats or crickets or cicadas. So yeah, maybe that's not... So maybe it's not this room then. But yeah, so this is the pen that's supposed to be coming down and writing the world. This is the number 5 that's on the floor here. Shoot. I could have sworn that was going to be like a sound cues code for that room. We've got another one of these down here as well. Doing great. Unfortunately, no time for watching right now. We'll check out the VOD on YouTube. Yeah, absolutely. We can go under the door? What? That's... What kind of nonsense is that? We could just go to the bottom of the door. I only clicked down here because there was like another kunai there. Are these supposed to be little little guidance markers for you? Are we supposed to be looking out for these? Okay, right. We've got a new room that we can look in over there. But yeah, Justy, absolutely. Check us out on the YouTube later on. It'd be great to see you in the comments section. These kunai, we're going to go back there in just a second, right? But it's the same as was in this here, right? Yeah. Someone's jammed this in here and it stops this being able to move. Right. I mean, maybe this is a little bit of an in-joke. You know, maybe it's a little bit of an in-joke because... Oh, do you know what, actually? I've just realised I need to recenter that there. No, okay, never mind. Maybe it's a little bit of an in-joke because this is clearly locked, but Myst and Riven quite famously don't do keys. They don't do, here's an inventory item that you now need to go and take somewhere else. And it's all codes and clues rather than keys and locks. So maybe that's just a bit of a joke, a bit of an in-joke. This is the same room, but we can look at it. No. It's not about getting through, it's not about looking at it from a different direction. It's about rotating it so that the door is available from this direction. Okay. What direction is this right now? What direction is this? What we've got is we've got a star on the ground. Yeah. And we are looking at it from between 2 points on this star. Yeah. We're looking at it from this direction. And right now, that symbol is pointing this way. Yeah. It's a really horrendously drawn diagram, but I hope you kind of get what I'm getting at there. We're going to rotate this round so that one or other of the doors is going to be available to us that way. So at the moment, where are we looking through? We are looking through... This was pointing this way, so we're looking through that way there? Really? We must have looped a lot further than I thought then. So if we push this once, we should get one door in the correct spot. Okay. If my maths is correct. There we go. And that is going to point us to another door. So, let me think. So where were we looking through? So the bridge... Hang on, right. We're not going to rush. We're not going to rush down this thing. We are approaching this now from the bottom, and the door has gone this way. So that just moved to the right one. The star points at the pillars, yeah? So the bridge comes in from that direction, yeah? And rotates that way and this way. So that exit, so this wall right here, that peephole there should look down the bridge for us. Okay, let's have a look at where this leads then. Well, it's just a one thing. It's just one switch that we've got available to us. That sounds like a gate opening. And what is this button then? That's the room rotating round. Right, so... yeah. So if we press this button 5 times, we'll be back where we started. If we press the button twice, either twice or 3 times, it'll be 3 times. We'll have a different exit. No, just twice. Okay, fine. Now I'm getting very confused. So wait. Which one is the thing going up and which one's the thing going down? Slightly unclear. If we press this button twice now, though... if we press this button twice, we should now get back to the bridge. I think. Huh? Yes, we are now back to the bridge. And indeed, the gate that was preventing us getting into here is gone. What does that get us? Not sure. But I tell you what we can do, if we do this one twice, is the other gate also gone, because that was a further bridge that we couldn't get past before because the gate was in the way. On the other hand, if that gate's still there, we're going to rotate it twice again. We're going to pull that other lever up this time and see if that moves the gate, because the second lever that we came across we didn't touch because it was already in the down position. There's a little bit of trial and error, maybe, to get some of the puzzles working exactly how you expect them to, but that's perfectly fine. No, so that gate is still up. This is where we want to go, though, pretty sure. The other thing is, obviously, there's also the little balloon thing that we did the switch on, too. So, rotate this round thrice, and let's go back and we'll pull that other lever, and we'll see if that opens that gate. So that's once. Incidentally, nothing we did on the other side of the tiny train has anything to do with this at all. This has all come about simply because we went under that locked gate. So none of the clues that we'd previously been working on, like the only reason we came back here is because we thought that the 5-digit code was going to be relevant in here. We haven't actually used that at all, so that's still in our back pocket as well. So this we could have got all the way from the start of the game, in fact. Which is a comforting thought, I suppose. Weirdly enough, that one doesn't quite sound like a... it sort of sounds like a gate, I suppose. Okay, so if we rotate this round twice, is that other door now open? We'll go and have a look. Next things to try after that is go back to the balloon and work out what that other handle has gone and done for us there. But then I think that's all 5 possible paths, isn't it? So we've got a locked door, we've got a bridge that we've not been to, we've got where we're standing right now, and then we've got the 2 cave exits, so that there aren't any other paths to look at here. And, as you can see, this bridge now available. Unfortunately, though, that's all we're going to have time for today. We're out of time on today's Sunday stream. Great to be able to end the stream on a bit of a cliffhanger, though. If you're watching from YouTube in the future, do hit that like button, hit the subscribe. If you're at the end of episode 2 and you've watched 3 hours of this so far, go and hit that subscribe button. But we are going to be continuing right from where we left off next Sunday. So if you're watching on YouTube in the future, I hope you have a great rest of your week. See you soon. Bye-bye. For those of us who are staying on Twitch, let's first of all save the game. Right, we're going to save game here, call it game 1, save that, and just because I'm a real paranoid